What is up everybody, I'm hoping you're all well, back once again with yet another movie review. And who knew that Saul Goodman could kick ass? Nobody. So Nobody is the latest action comedy starring Bob Odenkirk from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul fame as Hutch Mansell, I believe is his name. And in this movie, Hutch is your basic everyman. He goes to work every single day of the week. He has a normal sort of family life that is kind of deteriorating around him. He is your basic average, as the title suggests, nobody. But there's much more to him that meets the eye, and when a series of circumstances lead to him bringing out his past self, all hell breaks loose as he is now at war with a Russian mafia boss, or crime boss. I don't think it's mafia, I'm not 100% sure what he is, it's not really clear. He's a Russian bad guy, we'll say that. And now Hutch must embrace his past, protect his family, and put an end to the thing that he pretty much brought on himself. And straight off the bat, I'm going to compare this to obviously all the other movies that have your middle-aged badass, and in that, it's a very entertaining movie. It's one of those movies you shut your brain off, you have a good time, and this movie is no different. The action scenes for a start, they're very thrilling, very entertaining. I found myself having a good time watching them. Bob Odenkirk as Hutch Mansell himself was fantastic in this movie. He's just a great performer all around. His comedic timing, his dry delivery when it comes to certain lines had me absolutely howling. And he does actually kick ass in this movie. He was a badass in this film. And what I love most about it, the first fight that he actually has, while he does kick ass, he does get his ass kicked a little bit as well. You can tell that he is just a normal guy in an everyday situation, just trying his best essentially. While he does have the training and the skills to literally beat the crap out of anyone that he sees, if the people that he's fighting do get in a good hit on him, then it does affect him. And I like seeing that. I like seeing that human side to him. I like seeing that he wasn't just a superhero, much like John Wick. Although John Wick does get hit and injured in his movies, you kind of feel like it doesn't affect him all too much. I still think John Wick would kick Hutch Mansell's ass, but I like that grounded human relatability that we felt with his character. As for his character, he is quite sympathetic. You can see from the start of the film that his life isn't really all that great. He is clearly missing something, and in his eyes you can see that there is that sadness in there. That thing that he is missing, he is desperate to get back. As the movie progresses, you do see him progress into a more happier person as he fixes his family life and obviously kicks ass. I mean, killing people is clearly what he's happy doing, so, you know, keep giving me stuff like that. I find it entertaining. I'm pretty sure the people at my screening found it entertaining. The action sequences and badassery as a whole was very entertaining to see. As for the rest of the cast, they all give good performances as well. No one really stands out above Bob Odenkirk, except maybe Christopher Lloyd, who plays his father in this movie. Also, very much a badass, as is Raza, I can't pronounce his name. He plays his brother in this movie, which makes me very intrigued to find out more about their past. Possibly something that could be fleshed out in a prequel or a sequel, maybe. The movie did a good job of introducing these characters to the point where I cared about them and want to learn more about their backstory, more about their past, and see them progress more if they do future films. And while I wouldn't be desperate for a future movie, they do seem to be hinting at a possible sequel with the end, which to be honest I won't be opposed to because, like I said, I found this movie very entertaining. There are some negatives to the movie though, one of those being the motivation as to Hutch actually becoming the badass that he was meant to be from his past. I didn't find there was much weight or gravitas to that moment. I didn't feel like it really hit as well as the filmmakers were hoping for. It's purely there really to lead on to the villain actually coming after him and his family, and when it does get to that point you find yourself rooting for his character a lot more. He becomes a lot more sympathetic, you can get behind him more in his motivations, in that he is essentially protecting his family. But the start off motivations as to how he actually got out and started kicking ass was a little bit weak for me. Not in terms of everything that led to it. He is a very conflicted character, and when he does go out to do the thing that he's going to do, I don't want to spoil it because I want you guys to see it, but when he does do that and he learns a particular thing, it leaves him to leave, and he's in that mindset of just wanting to release the anger that's inside him. There is clearly a deep frustration laying within, and he wanted to get that out. And it just so happens some assholes got on a boss and he was like, you know what? I'm going to kick these guys' asses. Again, still very entertaining, but I do feel the build up to that just felt a little bit flat. The colour grading for the movie as well felt quite dull and dark. I'm not 100% sure if that's the screen I'm in. I'm always very cautious of mentioning colour grading in movies because it could just be the screen I was in. I mean, I understand it being a little dark and dull because it does fit the tone of the movie, but I do feel like it could have done with a little bit more colour. I mean, if you look at the John Wick movies, they have that same sort of dull, dark colour grading style. However, they contrast that with some bright neon colours in certain scenes. I didn't feel like this movie had any moments like that. Not saying that it's like John Wick in any way or should be compared to John Wick in any way. I know it's really me comparing it to John Wick, but I'm really trying not to. I'm just trying to say that it could have done with a little bit more colour in certain areas, if that makes any sort of sense. Again, it could have been the screen I was in. This could be a bright and colourful movie that I'll find out when I get it on Blu-ray. I'm definitely going to buy it on Blu-ray. I'll definitely watch it again. Again, it was very entertaining. And I'm rambling again. This is what happens when I have no structure to my reviews. Like, again, since coming back, I've said again so many times, oh my god! Since coming back, I've decided to have no structure to my reviews because I feel like my sort of stream of thought works in getting my own opinions out a little bit better than structuring it, but then in that my reviews come off a little bit messy, and now I'm getting sidetracked off of the movie. Let's try and get back on track. Overall, Nobody is a very ferociously fun action comedy with a lot of great laughs to be had throughout the entire runtime. The action scenes are very well shot, they're very entertaining. The cast all do a very good job. Bob Odenkirk, of course, is the star of this movie, and he absolutely kills it in this film. And while it follows the same basic beats as a movie that follows a middle-aged badass coming out of retirement to kick ass again, I can't say there was ever a dull movie in the moment at all, and so for all those reasons, I'm going to give Nobody 4 stars. So, Nobody, have you guys seen it yet? What do you guys think about it? Whatever your thoughts were, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks to those watching, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you want to see more videos just like this one, then subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks again for watching. You guys are awesome, and I will see you all in the next video.